Welcome back, beautiful soul, to my Embodied Abundance podcast, where I share with you guidance, wisdom, experiences, insights, and practices to embody your inherent abundant nature and receive abundance so much more effortlessly and easily. So, this podcast episode is about slowing down and just be. Stop the overdrive and slow down and just be. So many times we are in such an overdrive and we are almost only functioning and doing something all the time. We are busying ourselves constantly just because we were conditioned to do so. In many Western societies, we were conditioned from a very young age to always be productive and produce something, do something. Don't waste our time by doing nothing, because if we do nothing, it means that we are lazy. And so many of us have this conditioned, limiting belief within ourselves that hinders us to rest, that hinders us to slow down and just be, coming into the being mode again. And what it does is that so many of us, suffer from burnout. They just go into a burnout because they are literally so burned out by just doing something all the time, producing, achieving, stressing themselves, rather than breathing in, breathing out, slowing down, just be. And I know that, like, coming from Germany, from this culture, we were also like so in this overdrive, like in this very also unhealthy masculine energy, where we are taught to just do something also with our free time. I see that so many Germans, they are always doing something within their free time, like they are planning their whole weekend, so there's no time for just be and rest. And it's so deep within this culture to always do something, be productive, and achieve the next thing and the next thing and the next thing, and constantly being in this overdrive, which of course leads at some point to burnout, depression, or sickness, illness. Because of course the body cannot keep up with this tempo. It's too much. It's too much, and especially for women, especially for the feminine energy, because the feminine has no goal. The feminine energy has no goal. The feminine just wants to do something out of her creativity, just because of the process of creating something. That's why the feminine wants to do something, create, because of her creativity, because of her intuition, and not because she wants to achieve a goal. Now, of course, we can have goals, and of course, we have our heart's desires, and we want to achieve them. And of course, we need aligned actions. But aligned actions are different from just actions, because aligned actions means that it is aligned. This action is aligned with your heart, with your intuition. Your intuition, your heart is guiding you to do that. And your heart, if you listen carefully to your heart, it will always tell you also to rest. It will tell you to take a break, to just pause and do nothing. And I can just tell you that from myself, that for myself, it was so hard for so long to allow myself to just be, to do nothing, just rest. Because I almost felt guilty. I felt guilty for just doing nothing. I was thinking, yeah, of course, if I do nothing, I will create no results. And blaming no results on resting. And I know now that for myself, I create and receive abundance a lot from my feminine energy. And my feminine energy wants me to rest more so I can receive more. It wants me to relax more so I can receive more. So it's actually not the masculine energy that leads for me to more abundance. It's actually the feminine energy, embodying the feminine energy more, that leads to more abundance. And of course, what I believe, we need both. We need the union. And of course, I also am still in my masculine energy at times where I know, okay, I want to get this now, to finish that. I want to get this now done. Or I have a routine and I have a structure and I follow that. That is all the masculine, the healthy masculine energy, where it creates the frame for the feminine to flow. But we all need at times just be. We cannot be in this overdrive all the time because we will burn out. It's just the result because we don't listen to our body. We don't listen to our intuition. We don't listen to our heart, what it is telling us. So we just keep running, and we keep running most of the times in the wrong direction because we are not listening. And only, that's what I understood for myself, only if I slow down, only if I rest and do nothing and relax, I start listening again. I start listening to my intuition. I start listening to my heart. I start listening to the divine. Where to go, what is meant for me to do right now, what is an aligned action for me to do. But we need the rest. And this podcast episode really encourages you to rest more, to allow yourself to rest more. And if you feel that somehow it's difficult for you to rest more, to allow yourself to just be, it means that your nervous system is dysregulated and there's this traumatic experience or this limiting belief so deeply within you that it won't let you rest, it won't let you relax because you're still in this high alert. I need to be careful, maybe there's something happening. So you are always in this high alert, and yeah, you are not able to relax. And I really want to also invite you to my new online group program, The Path to Embodied Abundance. And a path to embodied abundance is a space where I guide you towards embodied abundance, towards embodying your abundant nature, towards relaxing more, regulating your nervous system, calming down deeply, so you can actually make the space to receive more abundance. Because if our nervous system is so dysregulated, if we hold on to very limiting beliefs and we cannot remove them, we cannot overcome fear, then we stay stuck in procrastination, in over functioning, in overdoing all the time, because we cannot get out of this. It's just a survival mode. It has become a survival mode. So really the path to embodied abundance is helping you to come out of survival mode into living mode, into being mode again, and really taking aligned action. Like this is really the path to embodied abundance. It's really about the union of the feminine and the masculine energy. So I'm guiding you towards this program with weekly live sessions. If you want to know more about the program, we are starting on June 21. You will find the link and information below. So yes, I want to let you know that it's safe for you to relax. It's safe to relax. It's safe to rest. It's safe to take a pause. And it's safe to just be without having all these expectations of yourself. Without thinking that you create no results by resting, which is absolutely not true. It's actually the contrary. It's actually by resting more, by creating that space through resting, through relaxing, that you are able to brighten your vessel, your energetic vessel, to receive more abundance. You cannot receive more abundance and the results you desire without resting and relaxing. It's not possible. It's not possible because you are in overdrive, you are only functioning, you are actually heading towards a burnout. At some, if it's a burnout or if it's a sickness, you are heading towards that because you are not allowing yourself to pause and to rest. And it's the combination of aligned action and resting and relaxing. So knowing when to, listening deeply to your intuition, when to relax, when to take a pause, and when to take the aligned action. And really listening more to your body, to your intuition. That's so important. And yes, allow yourself to just be, because actually for me, what I noticed is that these are the moments where creative solutions can come in. And it's also, it is scientifically proven that our brain cannot allow us to have creative solutions, to receive them, because the brain is in survival mode when we are all the time doing something and busying ourselves constantly. The brain is like in a tunnel and looking that you can finish this thing you want to finish, or the project or whatever, and it's not allowing space, creating space for creative solutions and insights to come. So this is why it is necessary to slow down. It's necessary to rest. It's necessary to relax. Is there something else I want to share with you? Yes. When I slowed down and I was being called a few weeks ago by my spirit guides to take 1 week completely off and just be and rest. And I went into nature. I also did nothing. I challenged myself to not stimulate and consume social media or a course, doing a course or whatever, and just be. And it helped me so much to clear my mind, to cleanse myself energetically, emotionally, mentally. And I was also being called by my spirit guides to start my yearly liver cleanse. Once a year I always do a liver cleanse, and I talk more about that in another video, which I will link here, so you can also watch this video and get some inspiration about how you can cleanse yourself through food and through this 369 liver cleanse by Anthony Williams. And what you can do to slow down and take a break and rest is to delete your social media for some days or for a whole week, so you have no distraction. To cancel any events that are not important or where you don't feel called to go. Really take and make more space for yourself. Just being with yourself, connecting back to your intuition, connecting back to yourself, listening to the divine, listening to your divine self. And doing some breath work can really help you to regulate your nervous system. I love doing breath work to regulate my nervous system. It calms me so much down, and I can recommend you breath work with Sandy here on YouTube. I love doing these breathwork sessions. They help me so much to calm down my nervous system, to come into being also, because it clears my mind so much and my emotions that I can be in this being mode and just perceiving and observing my mind, observing my thoughts, and detaching from thoughts and emotions. Yes, and really slow down, relax, just lay down on the sofas, lay down on the bed and just do nothing, or sit and just do nothing. Not the mobile phone, not a book, not listening to music. Just try to really just be. It's so powerful. It's so powerful. Okay, my love. That's the episode, and I hope it helped you now to get some inspiration to get out of the doing mode and into the being mode and slowing down more. I send you so much love and abundance, and thank you for being here.